This is Brief News with the European Tech Alliance. I'm Erin, Communications Lead at ETA, a coalition of Europe's most innovative digital companies. Today, digital platforms are more than just entertainment, but connection. Together, we can learn, grow, and connect with no bounds. And with that, the conversation of digital addiction becomes more prevalent, and rightfully so. There have been recent calls to ban applications such as Pokemon Unite, and this may actually cause more harm than good. It takes the risk of alienating younger users and damaging Europe's innovation whilst undermining overall progress. As a solution, we want to open the path of parent empowerment, youth protection, and supportive innovation. And more on that with Asmaar. Take it away.
Thank you, Erin. My name is Asmaar and I'm a digital policy analyst at European Tech Alliance. Let's begin with the facts. So yes, digital overuse and unsupervised in-app purchases are a real risk, particularly for minors. However, we must approach the issue with rules and data, not fear, prohibition, or restriction. According to the 2023 report of the European Union Commission, fewer than 6% of the minors exhibit behavioral patterns and struggles linked to digital overuse and addiction. In contrast, over 90% of the population of young generation benefit from healthy, moderated social interactions. And yet, we see across Europe sweeping reactions like game bans or platform reactions based on isolated incidents. For example, Belgium and the Netherlands' decision to block certain games, certain platforms, online platforms, due to the spending concerns has driven youth forward towards unregulated and riskier alternatives. And these alternatives bring scams, viruses to their devices, and also unregulated risk. What we need is not prohibition, but is precision. Not fear, but proper framework, proper rules. Let's redirect the conversation from punishment to protection. Thank you very much for listening. My colleague Sara will continue further.
Thank you, Asmaar. My name is Sara, and I work for some of the top tech companies that are influencing the digital community in Europe. We are aware that the discussion about persuasive design and digital addiction are becoming more and more frequent. We don't ignore it. People should be able to use technology with clarity, balance, and control. However, keep in mind that technology is not the enemy here. Platforms, apps, and smartphones are tools that have created opportunities that were not possible 10 years ago, such as connections, creativity, entrepreneurship, and education. These are the foundation of the digital economy today. For this reason, we don't think overregulation is the solution to the digital problems. It's shared responsibility and clever design. We suggest two specific actions that safeguard consumers without penalizing innovation as the EU updates the Unfair Commercial Practices Directive. A user choice dashboard would come first. Users will find it simple to manage their experiences across platforms and apps as a result. Imagine central locations where users can mute constant notifications, disable autoplay, or create screen time reminders that are effective for them. We're already making use of these features, however, standardizing them throughout the entire EU makes them more comprehensible, reliable, and even more consistent. The second choice would be an innovation-friendly review panel. The distinction between persuasive and manipulative is currently unclear. Our suggestion is straightforward. Allow businesses to explain how and why a design works, if the publics have concerns about it, and a review panel consisting of behavioral scientists, lawmakers, and designers can determine whether the feature genuinely hurts users or encourages meaningful engagement. This avoids such sudden prohibitions and allows for thoughtful and fact-based decisions. These are more than just policies. They are a way of making progress. They protect consumers, respect their choices, and still allow companies to expand and develop. Europe is a leader of the digital economy today, and instead of being afraid, let's take the lead and initiative to shape the future by being flexible and even more focused than we are today. I will now give the word to my coworker, Franka.
Thank you, Sara. Hello, my name is Franka. I am a youth engagement specialist, and my work consists of working closely with young people and children and monitoring their social media engagement and developing educational and informational materials based on the social media usage. I am here today to discuss the benefits of social media platforms in the younger population, contrary to popular beliefs. First, I would like you to imagine your childhood and remember the importance of being a part of the group. Even though you were probably playing outside with your friends, you might have noticed how the times have changed. More and more younger people spend most of their times in front of their gadgets. But is that necessarily a bad thing? The online world is full of fun, beneficial, and educational content. You have probably spent your time playing board games, but they have been replaced by online games and video games. The only thing that hasn't changed is the fun and formation of the friendships. Would you want your child to feel excluded? We are well aware of the importance of social connection and support. Can it be easier than having all of your friends, acquaintances, and social connections right there in your pocket the whole time? We shouldn't let the future of our world lose the contact they have with people who live far away, with job opportunities on the other side of the world, and seeing their friends be happy on social media platforms. Now, I would like you to imagine that you have a child who has a best friend. Suddenly, that best friend has to move away to another country. Your child is absolutely devastated. But wait, aren't they absolutely lucky? Yes, every single day after school, they can play video games together. They can see each other's faces on social media platforms. They have contact. Isn't that what's most important with your loved ones? Back to you, Erin. Thank you.
Thank you, Franka, for that riveting speech. And at ETA, we believe in digital responsibility. That's why we call on EU lawmakers, NGOs, educators, and parents to unite. We want to create smarter safeguards, not shutdowns, support media literacy for easier navigation, and ensure responsibility through audits and transparent designs. We here at ETA believe our world is worth improving, and we are ready to collaborate. Are you?